Hello and welcome back to another video. This isn't the usual video I would do, but I'm gonna be ranking all Spider-Man suits from the movies. Because if I did like games and the comics, it'd take far too long. Right, so let's get into it. So at number 15 I have the Amazing Spider-Man 1 homemade suit. It's just a mask, like you can't say much more about it. It's a mask with a cut out bit of lenses from sunglasses. It just doesn't look good, and he just wears a beanie. It's just, I'm trying to think of what to say about it, but I just can't, because there's nothing about it. And then in number 14, I have the Night Monkey suit. This suit isn't terrible, it's just boring. It's just plain and black, and just doesn't look good. I have a few, I could have like, most of these suits could interchange with each other and change. But like, there's not much to say, it's just boring. So number 13 is the No Way Home black and gold suit. I personally, it looks alright, but there's so many other better suits that can go on. It's too busy, it's all over the place. I'm pretty sure it's the, like, it's not the stock suit, it's the integrated suit flipped inside out, which just isn't good. So yeah, there's so many better, like, suits on this list, and I could go on and on about how I don't like this suit, but it'll take too much time. So moving on to number 12, I think we're on. Let's check what I wrote down for number 12, so bear with me. So number 12 is the wrestler suit from Spider-Man 1, which I personally like. It's the one with like the mask, like the sort of ski mask, and like the jumper, like the emblem painted on it, which is used in some, with a great scene with Bonesaw in the wrestler and like the cage and all. It's such a good scene, and it could have been used a lot more. They kind of got rid of it very quickly in the movie. Well, from what I remember, I haven't watched the movie in ages, and it just could have been. It's great for a homemade suit, but there is another homemade suit that is far better, which is the Homecoming suit, which I will talk to later in the video. So keep watching to see what position I put that at. And yeah, that's where I put that. So in at number 11 is the integrated suit from No Way Home. I think they could have done a lot better with the suit, like, and made it like a comic accurate Iron Spider suit instead of doing like the stock, like, nanotech and all. Sorry about that, my phone ran out of storage. I was talking about the integrated suit. But yeah, it is just the stock suit with nanotech, and it's used in the scene with Doc Ock where he's hanging upside down, which is a good scene, but like the suit sort of ruins it. I don't know what to do with my hands. I keep moving my hands about the place. I don't know what to be at. But yeah, it's not the worst. It's not the best. It could have been a lot better in the movie. It could have been a lot better suit just in general. So yeah, moving on to number 10, which is the upgraded suit from Spider-Man Far From Home. And it's a good suit, but I don't like the black and red. It's not like true to the comics or anything. And I'd much rather be a black, like a blue and a red like it normally is, but it just isn't. It is a cool suit though. It could be a lot better yet again, but like, it's not often you get a bad Spider-Man suit. Like, it is good. It's good for when it came out. It is also one of the better Spider-Man movies, which if you want to see a ranking of, just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, it's used in a few like great scenes, with the one with Mysterio in I think it's in London, like the London Bridge, where like the drones are projecting Mysterio onto the thing, and then Spider-Man senses that Mysterio is pointing a gun at him and then blocks it, which is a great scene, one of my favourite scenes out of most of the movies, me personally. So yeah, next one is number 9, I believe, and yeah, yes, I did believe correctly. It is the Homecoming suit, the homemade Homecoming suit, which I love. Me personally, is the best homemade suit out of all the movies. It's just perfect, and with like the goggles and like the blue and the red, it's all just, it looks like a proper Spider, like how a Spider-Man suit should. and it's one of the better ones in my opinion. I do have a bit of a controversial like take on this, but I don't like the fingerless gloves. I don't know if that is controversial, but the fingerless gloves just don't work in my opinion. They just don't look nice, they don't look good. And they could have changed them out for like regular ones, or like, I might be showing my like knowledge about Spider-Man, but if it's because like for the grip on like the walls and all, that's why he has the fingers cut off. But like he does have like, how do you say this? He does wear gloves in the other suits. I don't know why the fingers should have cut off these ones when the other ones clearly like allow him to climb walls and roofs and all. So yeah, that's what I think with that one. So moving on to number 8, which is the Stark suit. Sorry for all the jump cuts. I keep having to go back on my notes app and reading the list that I wrote in my head. So it is the Stark suit. Yeah, it's a nice suit. It's just kind of boring in my opinion. Just could have done a bit more of it. Could have been a lot more like cooler stuff done with it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the, what you call it, Homecoming, No Way Home, Far From Home, No Way Home suits, because they could be just a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, they are decent. I keep looking over at the camera. So yeah, that is my opinion on that one. So moving on to number 7, which is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. People have this a lot higher than I do. I don't like it, me personally, compared to some of the other suits in the series or the franchise of Spider-Man. But yeah, it is good. It's just not as good as the other ones I have on this list. But like, I like the way in the opening scene of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like the back scene where he's like diving in. It is a super cool scene. And it's super iconic, but in my opinion there's just so many better suits that go above it. And yeah, that's I think that one. So moving on to number 7, no, I think it might be 6 or 7. 6, 7! Which is the classic Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3 suit, the Sam Raimi trilogy, which is obviously one of the most iconic ones. So I don't know. I don't like the way like the webs are like 3D on it. It does look really cool in that one scene with the goblin, and it's like all ripped on the side of the mask, and he's like bleeding and all. That is a really, really cool scene. And yeah, I haven't really a bad word to say about it. It is good, but there is just a lot better on the list. I don't keep saying that, but it just generally is in my opinion. Most people have this as like their number 3, 2, or like maybe even 1. But yeah, it's just not for me. So coming in at number 5 is sorry, I just keep scratching my nose really too, is the Across the Spider-Verse suit. I think I failed to mention that I was adding in the Miles Morales suits, which I will be doing. I just don't think this one looks as good as like say the End of the Spider-Verse one. As he says in the movie, that it looks like he's bleeding from his armpits down to his legs. And there is just, like, even in the movies himself, when he's like sketching the sketchbook, there is a lot better suits in that sketchbook. And like, I just don't know what to say. It's sort of mid, in my opinion. It's just, I don't like it as much as like the End of the Spider-Verse suit, which is far superior. So that's all I have to say about that one. So coming in at number 4 is the symbiote suit, which might be kind of controversial yet again. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's a good suit. It's iconic and is one of my favourite suits. But the reason it's at number 4 is that it just doesn't make the cut compared to the rest of these ones, which like I've said multiple times. And yeah, it is good. Just not as good as the rest of the ones that I have. Just whack my head foot and whack my knee on the table. And yeah, I like the black and like the Bully Maguire scenes are like iconic and all. The ones where he like breaks Flash's camera at like the sewers. And like he's ripping it off him during like the scene in the church is a great scene. But it just isn't my favourite. So moving on to number 3, which is the brand new day, the brand new day suit, which is actually the whole reason I'm making this video. I watched the trailer and I was like, I should make a video ranking all the suits, which I am doing now. It's the Super C Slide today, and it is such a nice suit. It's like so nice. One thing I do have wrong with it is the emblem. I don't really like the emblem on his chest. It just doesn't look as good as any of the other emblems. And yeah, other than that, it is a brilliant suit. I'm pretty sure it's the same as the one at the end of No Way Home. And yeah, there's not much to say. It could have been perfect if they had a better emblem. But I guess we'll just have to see what the emblem's like in the movie whenever it comes out. And so yeah, moving on to number 2, which is the Into the Spider-Verse suit, which I think, because it might be my favourite Spider-Man movie of all time, Into the Spider-Verse, so it might be a bit biased and a bit glazed. I just think it looks so good. With like the red circle around the spider, and the fact that he spray painted it and made it himself from like spray paint. I don't think I said that there, but like it is so good. Even just the scene of him like becoming Spider-Man with the suit and like taking control of his powers after being left by the rest of the Spider-Man and the rest of the Spider people. And it is just such a great suit. It's so much better than the Across the Spider-Verse suit with like the red going down his arms and all. So yeah, moving on to number 1, which is a bit controversial. It's the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. I love this suit. It might be my favourite suit out of all of them. And it's also one of the main reasons. I don't know what I was going to say there. It's pretty much up. But yeah, I like the eyes. It's just, maybe because it's like one of the first Spider-Man movies I ever watched growing up, and it's really stuck with me. And I had loads of toys with like this and that and suit. But yeah, it's just my favourite suit. It's just perfect in my opinion. People don't like it because the eyes are too small, but that's one of my favourite things about it. I also love like the web shooters and like most of the scenes in that suit. It's just great. It's one of my favourites. So yeah, that will be the end of the video. Let me know if you want to see me ranking the movies, like all however many Spider-Man movies there are. And yeah, there will be a Resident Evil video coming out later this week, I think, which I just got done recording about 10 minutes ago. It's a great episode in my opinion. So if you haven't watched the first one, go watch it, and then go watch that one whenever it comes out. And I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this will be the thing.